What's up?
We're finally going to take y'all inside and do an official RV tour. We have been asked for so long to do this, and we are finally ready to bring you in and show you how we live.
This is so hard when kids like to organize everything and find a pretty day where they can go play while we do this. So, alright, let's go look at it.
Okay, so we walk right in to our kitchen and living area. We just changed this area. When we first bought the camper, there was a couch here, and we threw it out and built a day bed, and that worked for us for a while, but then we decided to change it. So we found this couch, and Michael built this little table out of the scraps that we had left over from the day bed, and it's working a lot better for us like that. Also over here, we just changed this area. We used to have a dinette, and we tore that out and put a table because we wanted it to feel more like home. So obviously we cannot all fit around this table because there are 7 of us. We've got 2 chairs and the bench, but we also over here have 2 bar stools, and 2 kids always sit here. And we just realized that if we keep this little table here, we can eat here as well. We originally built this bench to go against that wall, but it's kind of crammed over there, and we really like it as just a little coffee table where we can sit and have coffee or read in the mornings, and you know, that works better. So we're leaving that there. Now I'll show you the kitchen. People who've never been in an RV have questioned us, how do we cook? Do we eat out all the time? No, we do not eat out all the time. We have a gas stove. It's got 3 burners, and also have a gas oven, which is tiny, but it works. And so we cook in here all the time, rarely ever go out to eat. We've got a microwave. Unfortunately, I didn't have one in my house, but we have one in here, and it really is convenient. We do use it sometimes. As far as storage goes, up here we have all of our plates and cups and everything I need to cook with except for my pots and pans. And then on the top I just have extra fruits and veggies that will not fit anywhere else, and just random things up there that we don't have anywhere else to put. Down here is I've got my cookbooks down here, and plastic wrap and aluminum foil and cleaners and just random things. These are what we use to strap the cabinet shut with when we travel. So we keep those down there. Down here we've got more storage for food. Got some canned goods, protein, things like that. Now I'll show you the tiny fridge, which is tiny and it is crammed full right now because we just went to the grocery store yesterday. It's hard to fit everything in there that we need, but it's doable. We make it work. And something just fell on my head. Freezer, same, tiny, but it works. Okay, over here I used to keep our food, but I've changed it, like pantry is what this was, but we've changed it to the 3 older kids having a bin for pajamas, socks, underwear, things like that. So that's what's on top, the top shelf. These cabinets are so deep, it's hard to put food in there because it's hard to get back there to get anything out. You have to pull everything out. So this is easy, just having their bins in here that they just have to pull out each bin to get to it. And then down here, toys. This drawer is more canned goods. And then up here, we just have some extra things like fans, a couple extra diffusers that we don't use all the time. So they're out of the way up there. And then over here we have our silverware drawer. This little handy thing was here when we got it, and then everything else is just unorganized and thrown in there. And And down here we keep our dish rags, which are mostly dirty right now. It looks like it's almost out. And more cabinets over here. This is where I keep my pots and pans. Don't have to be able to see, it's in the dark. So pots and pans, this is the only cabinet I did not look at before I opened it, and it is messy. But that's real life. Okay, here's Michael and the boys' guitars. They were in the way, and we figured out that we had this open wall, we could hang them there, and that's been working really good. We do not travel with them there. We'll take them down, put them in the bag, you know, in their case before we travel. And this is our sticker board, which I love. I got this idea from another YouTube family, but we try to get a sticker not everywhere we go, but most of the places we go, so we can remember. And I like having it on this board, so if we ever get rid of this camper, I can take that with me. Another thing to record our travels, we have this map, so we put a pin in it every place we either spend the night or go spend, you know, at least a day trip at. This is where we hang the kids' art that they draw, and this is not nearly all of it. They are drawing and doing stuff every day, so most of their drawings we either take a picture of and throw away, or we have a bin underneath in storage that we can put it in if they really want to keep it. And this is something Michael built for me to keep my owls in while we're stationary. We take them down when we travel, but it's handy because they're right here. You can just grab them, whatever you need. Another question we get is, where do we keep our kids' school supplies? Because we do homeschool, and that does take a lot of books and things for normal people. But for us, we don't have too many things. And this is where we keep all of their curriculum and the books that go along with it, from here till about probably right here. And then on this side, I've got beach towels, just because I have nowhere else to put them. That's where those are. And we've got markers, pencils, and some more like random school type things up there. Down here we keep the books that they like to read on a daily basis, just their Bibles and just random books that we had to keep. We didn't get rid of all our books when we moved. We had hundreds of books, and that was the hardest thing probably for me to get rid of, but that's what they kept. That's not my books, but that's what they kept. Up here is where we keep our food, our pantry. It's not the most ideal place to keep our food because the kids can't really reach it, and I definitely can't reach it, so we're either climbing up here or having to get a stool to get it, but it's really the best place we have to keep it in here right now. So that's that. And then the best way for me to show you what's behind this curtain is to just take it down. We keep our potatoes and onions and things like that up here. Coffee, tea in here, spices, more spices and things. And I've got some books back here that are my books. And down here we keep all of our appliances, like my Instant Pot, which I use all the time and I love. Coffee pot, you know, all this stuff. Alright, now I'm going to take you into the bedroom and bathroom and show you that area. So this is where Michael and I sleep. We bought this mattress off of Amazon. It was a foam mattress that you just unroll when it gets to you and it rises up. Well, we cut off the end because it was too long, and we actually ended up cutting off more than we should have because now Michael's feet hang off the bed, and he does not love that. But it is what it is. Can't really put it back on there after you cut it off.
Old camper life.
So here is where I keep a lot of my books in here, Michael's little basket of random flashlights and all that man kind of stuff. Pens, just, you know, random things. Towels we keep here. This is our mismatched sock basket. Don't know why we always have so many mismatched socks, but we do. This is a hole for the laundry chute. That's an awesome thing about this camper is underneath in storage, we keep a basket and we just throw the dirty clothes down there. And we fill that laundry basket up pretty quickly. Here is where we hang some of our clothes. These are mostly Michael's, and I have a few on the side. And down here I keep my jeans and socks, underwear, things like that in this container. And also we can keep our camera and things like that down there. Up here we have our printer, some more books that we use every day, hats. Mostly Michael's hats are up here.
I probably have more clothes than she does.
Yeah, I'm sure you do. This is where I keep my t-shirts and other like types of pants that are not jeans. And here we have bathing suits. And then on Michael's side, he's got more clothes. He's got his pajama pants, a lot of hoodies, pants, jeans, all that down there. And then he keeps his socks, underwear, things like that up here. Underneath our bed, where we keep our shoes and extra blankets, belts, things like that. Michael's guitar case stays under there when we're not traveling. We had to get rid of a lot of shoes. Obviously we cannot fit very many down there, but I do have an extra bin underneath the camper that has extra shoes in it, because I mean, you know, you gotta have your shoes. So our bathroom consists of this. This is a vanity, the shower. Up here we keep all this kind of stuff, and down here we have all that kind of stuff, hair dryer, extra stuff, whatever. Keep my makeup in this drawer, hair stuff in this drawer. Oh, I did want to say about this. This is really awesome, the toothbrushes for the kids, because they are put away and not in the way. So that's really a cool thing right there. We also have one for us here. What are these, Command?
Yeah,
I
Command.
think these are Command
Strips
cups.
or cups, whatever. Yeah. That Command brand.
So this is the shower. When we first moved in, I had a little bit of a problem with this because it's very tiny, and I'm small, but I'm very claustrophobic. But as we've lived in here, I've got used to it, I've got over it. It's not that bad. And this is the toilet room, which is not fancy. It's not our favorite part in here, but that's that. And this is our calendar, because we have nowhere else to put it. That's where it stays. And my hair's stuck in the book. Okay, so now I'll take you to the kids' room and show you how they live in here. Okay. So we keep 5 children in this room right here. I'm just kidding, we don't keep them in here. They just sleep in here. Obviously they're not in here right now. Originally this just had room for 4 to sleep, but we took out the dresser that was in here, and when we realized how much room was here, we figured out we could put another kid in here, because our baby girl is only this long, so it was the perfect amount of space to put Holden in here instead of on the day bed. And
he wanted to be in there. Yeah, that was one thing. He wanted to be with the other kids, so.
Yeah, I mean, he didn't have to, but. Okay, so as far as their clothes go, when we took out this dresser that really did not do a good job of storing their clothes, we had to figure something else out, and we decided to do towel hangers from the ceiling to hang their clothes on, because there's a lot of ceiling in here, obviously, that we could use, and it's really worked out good. London has hers up there in her bed. These are Holden's. And he's got some of Isaac and Lakota's up here. And then Isaac and Lakota have most of their stuff here. And then James has one just for him up there. They did not keep a lot of toys from when we had our house. They didn't have a lot when we lived in a house anyway. But now they really can't have a lot, because as you can see, we do not have room for them. So what they have basically has to stay in their bed or in the other designated spots we have for toys. So for their shoes, I didn't show you earlier, they stay over here in these little baskets. We have a basket for girl shoes and a basket for boy shoes. And also we have more of their shoes underneath, like their waterproof boots, because we don't have room for them in here. So they stay underneath the camper. For the younger kids, I forgot to show this earlier, they keep their pajamas, socks, and underwear in this. So that's Lakota's, and Isaac's. They keep their pajamas and things in there. Whenever we replaced the dinette and the day bed, we wanted to have a piece of furniture that could store some clothes. And that works pretty good because they're the smallest ones and they don't have to like reach up high and dig it into a cabinet to get their clothes out. So that works really good for them.
So that was the tour. I was filming, obviously, and Malia done a great job of walking you through the camper and showing you everything. So this is how we live in this camper at this moment. So hopefully as time goes on, we'll get better at organizing and getting things. We've noticed, I think it was like the 7-month mark is when we really started fine-tuning everything. Like our living area, you know, we decided that, you know, this is way better than the day bed. I mean, we love sitting here drinking our coffee in the morning. The sun's been rising right over there. It's pretty awesome. We're finally starting to get into where things need to be for the kids to reach them and this and that. And, you know, things that you use every day where they need to be, like our coffee, you know, that's very accessible. But we really enjoy being on the road. I mean, that's something we really like. We really like to be in different places. I really enjoy moving. Like, we've been here for, 12 days? So 12 days, and I'm antsy. Like, I'm ready to go to another state, ready to go see something different. And it really wasn't too big of an adjustment for us moving to a camper. I don't know, it's really funny because I have no roots tied down anywhere, really. I mean, we have family, but it doesn't bother me to pick up and move. And obviously it doesn't bother Malia neither. So I think that's kind of a rare thing for both of you to feel that way. But so we enjoy it. We enjoy this camper. It's got a lot of things that we like. Some things we dislike. Like, if you'll see when we were in the bedroom, Malia was standing up beside the bed. Barely standing up beside the bed. Well, I can't do that. So because of the way the camper's made, we don't have a slide in the bedroom, so it's not tall enough for you to stand and walk around the bed. You know, you really need to be sitting on the bed if you're getting stuff out of the cabinets and things. So, you know, there's some things we dislike. The one bathroom, it would be awesome to have 2 bathrooms. Maybe in the future, we'll see. But
for now, it's worked. I mean,
yeah, it's working.
Most places we go have a bathhouse, so if there's an emergency, like, you know, we could go to the bathhouse. So it's been okay.
Yeah. I mean, there has been several times where there's, 2 or 3 people going to the bathroom at the same time. But, well, here we're kind of far from the bathhouse, so that doesn't really work as much. But, it's still, bike ride away, so.
So we hope you enjoyed the tour of the inside of our camper. It's been long overdue. Sometime in the future, we're going to take you outside and show you the outside of the camper and take you in the basement and how we store our generator and our extra clothes and our camping chairs, all that kind of stuff. We'll show you that in a future video.
Alright, if you haven't subscribed, you can do that now. And if you got any comments or questions about things, you can leave that in the comments below. Appreciate it.
I'll see y'all later.
Bye.